Good morning, Craig Howard here. Happy to be with you again this morning. I was watching a TV show the other day about how people are oftentimes calling in false police reports, and they do it for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes elderly people will call in a false break-in report because they're lonely and they want somebody to come in and just talk to them for a few minutes. Sometimes people will call in because they have some paranoia and they're always hearing something or thinking something or seeing something, and every little thing sets them off and they call for help. People can do it for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes people just do it out of anger at the police or anger at the fire department. People do all sorts of crazy things, oftentimes taking resources away from the places they actually need to be. And while that's tragic and should never be done in the life of a um, in the life of a police officer, what in the world? Oh, that's Lucy up there on the climbing around on the house. Anyhow, while that should never be done with the police or the fire company or EMS at any time because it can take resources away, and it's a tragic thing. It's also disappointing that people do something like that in their relationship with God. They get real phony in their relationship with God. They go to church when they really don't care about their relationship with God. They'll maybe even attend a Bible study when they don't really care about their relationship with God. They go through the motions, not really trying to build a relationship with God. They just want people to think that they are a Christian, and so they put on the show. Sometimes they even end up fooling themselves, and that's the biggest mistake people can make of all, making themselves think, hey, everything is right between me and God, when in fact it's not right at all because your attention isn't on trying to really get to know Him better, and you're not spending time in His Word, and you're not spending time in prayer, and you're not spending time really building that relationship. You're just doing the outward things, going to a church service, going to a Sunday school, going to a Bible study, going to some event, but not really paying attention, not really building that relationship. Um, the Bible says in, oh no, wait a minute, that's not the verse that I wanted. Here it is. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9:27, but I discipline my body and keep it under control, lest after preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. In other words, he says, I try to be very careful that what I say and what I do are the same thing. Um, there was another verse I wanted to show you, but of course I bumped it. Oh, okay, here we go. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12 says, therefore let anyone who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. In other words, pay attention to what it is you're doing, to the not just to the message you're sending out to others, but to what's going on between you and your God. It's great to let people see a witness. It's great to let people see on the outside that God has a place of priority in your life. But if it's not real, if it's not genuine, if it's not true, then that's eventually going to come out. And so it's better to focus on your faith and building the relationship with God and let the outward appearance take care of itself. It will. Listen, I hope you have a great day today. Thank you for the prayers I've received for Dad. Um, Continue to pray for him. He's doing okay right now, but just continue to pray for him. That's appreciated. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I love you. God bless.